So here's the deal. Right now, 2011s or double stack 1911s chambered in 9mm are kind of the tactical avant-garde trend right now. If you have the cash, you're loving the 2011 offerings that are out right now. But let's be honest, most folks aren't exactly lining up to drop $2-3 grand on a handgun. People are used to shelling out $500, maybe $700 for a solid polymer striker fire gun. And then they see the prices of 2011s and feel almost disrespected by the price.
It's disrespectful.
And I get it. Now, that said, I do believe if 2011s were priced like your everyday Glock, they'd be selling faster than Popeye's chicken sandwiches back in 2019.
Beatings, stabbings, and even car crashes. People behaving very badly in Los Angeles and across the country, for that fact, trying to get their hands on Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Because 2011s as a platform are really just that good. But I'm not here to debate pricing because there's no way around it. Generally speaking, 2011s are freaking expensive. Kind of like this guy, the Bul Armory Tac Pro, which goes for about $22.50, which is in the upper middle range of prices for a 2011. But you know what? I think it's worth it. I'll admit, I'm a bit of a staccato fanboy, but I've always had my eye on the Bul Armory. They're kind of the underdog in the upper end 2011 space. So when they sent me this Tac Pro, I was really looking forward to putting it through its paces to see how it was. Before you finish watching this video, a word from our sponsor. Have you ever thought about making a living in the firearms industry? If you enjoy gun repair, ballistics, and learning about firearms, Sonoran Desert Institute's online courses might just be a good fit for you. To find out more, visit sdi.edu or call 480-999-4767 today. Now, if I had to compare the Tac Pro to a car, it's gotta be the Corvette C70R1. Sure, it's Israeli, but it's got that loud, unapologetic American sports muscle car vibe. It's like Bul Armory took the soul of a muscle car and stuffed it into a 2011. Just look at this thing. It's got more ports than a cruise ship and sharper angles than the cheekbones of a surgeon's wife. It's like if Nicole Murphy were a gun. Visually aggressive in all the right ways, but with just enough sex appeal to make you do a double take. From a distance, the Tac Pro might look like any other 2011, but when you get up close, the details start to pop out like a 4th of July fireworks show. The trigger looks like it was ripped straight from an ancient Mayan temple. The magwell looks like the second set of Kanye West titanium grill, and then there's the full-length dust cover. Oof, my love affair for full-length dust covers knows no bounds. Now, the first time I pulled the trigger, I thought to myself, fuck, these ports on the barrel are no joke. You feel the blast, but the gun barely moves. But it better shoot flat and fast. I mean, it's a full-size 5-inch barrel stainless steel beast. And trust me, it delivers. Calling this thing a flat shooter is like calling a 911 Turbo S kind of quick. It's an understatement. The 5-inch bull barrel with the V8 ports, 4 on each side, these ports aren't just there for looks. They're like the jet thrusters on a spaceship firing in the opposite direction. The barrel's also flush cut with the slide, which just gives it a high-end polished look, like the difference between a custom tailored suit and something off the rack. Of course, like all the cool kid 2011s on the block, this gun has a fancy red dot mounting system called the Bul Armory Optic Mounting System, or BAO. The optic mounts directly to the gun, and the plate just acts as an adapter for whatever optic you're running. This setup allegedly reduces the stress on the optic and screws. Only time will tell as far as I'm concerned. The Tac Pro comes with 4 20-round magazines, and these mags fit flush with the magwell, which has this cool design with directional lines to help you rip them out if you ever need to. It's those little details that make you realize this gun was designed by people who actually shoot, or they hired someone who actually shoots to tell them about their gun before they released it. Ergonomically, this thing is a beast, but in a good way. The grip feels slimmer than it actually is. It's like an optical illusion, but one you can feel. The texture is aggressive, but for some reason it reminds me of the HK USP 45, but it's reassuring rather than just kind of rough. The trigger has a classic 1911 pull. short, crisp, with just enough resistance to remind you that you're in control. The safeties are ambidextrous and solid, giving you that satisfying click every time you engage or disengage them. Shooting the Tac Pro is an experience. It's loud, it's aggressive, and it's addictively fun. The recoil is minimal thanks to the ports and the weight of the gun. Despite the noise and the blast, the gun stays right exactly where you want it. So, where does the Bul Armory Tac Pro stand in the 2011 lineup? Honestly, it's right up there with the big dogs, and when you consider the price, this thing is a serious contender. It's not just a pretty face, it's a performer. It's the kind of gun that, once you shoot it, you're going to start questioning why you don't already have one in your collection. This isn't just another 2011. It has real personality. It's the underdog that's ready to take on the big dogs. And just might win.
One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.